on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing quite a bit of a different video. As you can tell from the intro, I have a bunch of supplies. I'm going to be trying to make my own fish trap. This is the first time ever doing this. I actually tried it once, but I did not have the right materials. So I'd like to thank y'all so much for all the support that y'all gave in the last video. We're also at 126 subscribers, quarter of the way to 200. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. But I also bought Little Caesars, so I'm going to go ahead and eat first, and then I'll get to making the trap, and then we'll set out the trap and see if we can catch some fish. Let's get to it. Alright everyone, I finished eating. I have 2 empty bottles of root beer. Today I'm going to try and make my own fish trap, as you can probably tell from the title of the video. So I have quite a few tools that I'm going to be using and some bait. I have bread and dog food, that's why I have 2 bottles. I'm going to go ahead and take off the wrapper here and get to making some traps. Most of the stuff I already had at home that I need, so this wasn't too expensive. It was probably like $3 for these bottles. I hope it turns out good. This spot's pretty good for bluegill and minnows, so I'm going to go ahead and make my first trap and then show you how it looks like. All right, I don't want to cut myself. Oh, I almost did. So basically how this fish trap is going to work, it's going to sit like that. Yeah, I cut it a little too low, so I'll keep that in mind for next time. It's pretty good either way. I gotta put a rock in here or something, and then kind of create a little tab to where I can get the fish out and put the bait, and then tie some line in here so I can retrieve the bottle. So that's going to be the plan. I also have some zip ties and a lighter just in case I want to melt the plastic together, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Honestly, it's already pretty sealed, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. But bottle number 1, I'll show you all the finished result here in a bit. I'm hoping it works out. All right, everybody, I've made my final product and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty satisfied. Not too sure if it's gonna work. The hole seems a little too big. I should have done it a little smaller, but other than that, this seems really good. I have the string tied right there, as you can tell, and then I have my little flap to where I can open it. Got it zip tied down. It's 4 zip ties, and then I have a rock in there so it can sink. Holes all around so water can get in, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw my bait in there, see if it stays. I'm going to go ahead and walk to the creek right now because this took like 30 minutes, and I'm not going to spend like another 30 minutes here when I can have my fish trap out already. I'm gonna put some dog food in here and see if we can catch some fish. Hope this works. Not too sure whether it will. Like I said, the hole's pretty big, but the fish shouldn't be able to get out. At least I don't think. But let's talk again. Let's go set out this trap. I just saw a little bass right here. I see a big bass. Look, there's a bass right there. Hope the camera picked that up. I'm sure it did. That's like about 1.5 pounds. And there's another bass. There's 2 other bass back here. This spot is pretty crazy. I've hooked into one of these bass before. I've fished here before, but I've never caught one. I've never managed to catch one. They're pretty decent sized bass. As you can tell, they're not a bad size. It'd be fun to catch, and I've hooked into one. So there's 4 bass right here in this little area, but I also see a ton of bluegill right here, some baby bass. Let's see if we can get any to come in our trap. There was a lot of bluegill here before. I'm not seeing too many anymore. I wonder if these bass ate them all off. I hope this works out. I hope they're just kind of hiding right now. I think all these bass ate off the bluegill. Who knows? They might be super hungry. It looks like maybe 1 bass can fit in this trap. And I forgot my rod. Oh my gosh, there's a big bass right here. Look at that. That one's like a 2.5. That's a decent sized bass right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bass right here in this little area. And I should have brought my rod. I might just go home and bring my rod and leave the traps out. There we go. That's all the dog food I have. I'm gonna try and catch one of these bass. I'm gonna go ahead and put my trap out for these bluegill. I think all these bass ate the bluegill though. That's the thing. That's the problem. We'll see what happens. See if it sinks. It just sank right now. All the dog food is coming out of the trap. All right, so some of it stayed in. It sank to the bottom. A lot of it came out on the top. We'll see. I'm just gonna tie this off to the branch right here and see if we get any minnows to get in it. I think I'm gonna bring a rod because this looks amazing. There's bass everywhere. I think I'm gonna have to bring a rod. This is way too cool. They seem pretty skittish. There's 4 on this side, 1 right there, and 3 right there, and then 4 more on that side. I think they're catchable with a little bait or something. All right, I might have to go home and get my rod because there's a lot of bass here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave my trap here, bring my fishing rod because this spot's crazy. All right, everyone, believe it or not, I actually went all the way back to my house to get my rod, and trust me, I do not live close by. I live like on the other side of town. It took me about 30 minutes to come and go. I have my rod now. I have small baits to try out because I don't think these fish are really going to be into bigger baits. The only thing is not spooking them. Spooking them is going to be the biggest thing to try not to do. I'm going to tie on a weightless bait because I don't want to spook them with the weight either. So I'm going to go very finessey. Small baits, no weight. I'm hoping it was worth going back all the way to my house to try and catch a bass. There's like 8 or 9 bass just in that one little area. I think they're hungry. Like I said, there's not a lot of minnows there. There's not a lot of bluegill there. So with that being said, we'll head back to the spot, see if we can get these fish to eat and catch some decent sized bass. Let's get to it. There's some pretty good cover. See if I can get in there. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, I had a bass come up to it and look at it. He came and checked it out. I don't know if he was nibbling at it or what the deal was, but he definitely came and checked it out. And cast back in there, see what he thinks about it. It's a very slow. Oh, he's looking at it. He ate it, he ate it. Got him, got him, got him. That's a nice bass. That's a nice bass. Get over here, buddy. Get over here, buddy. Oh my gosh, on the Slim Shake. I literally saw that fish eat it. That was freaking insane. Oh my gosh, look at that bass right there. Nice little creek bass. I did not think I was gonna hook into one. That was insane. I see 2 other fish right there. They could be catchable. That fish just came up and ate it right away. That was insane. First little creek bass right there. Chubby little guy. I've hooked into a bass right here, but I've never actually caught one, so that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and let this fish go. The fish trap so far is not looking so good, but we caught some bass. That's pretty good. Gonna go ahead and let this fish go. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, that was freaking insane. Let's see if we can get another one to come out. I see like 2 more right there. I think I'm gonna move it to over there. I'm seeing a lot of minnows on that side. I'm gonna go ahead and check the minnow trap right now. I'm seeing a lot of minnows around it. It's been in there for about an hour, and then hopefully we have some minnows on. I think we do. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of minnows around the trap. I think a few went in. I hope so, but we'll find out here in a bit. See if we got any. Alright everybody, that's going to effectively end today's video. Not a bad day, not a good day. We still made it happen though. We caught a fish, which was surprising because this spot is like really small. Me being able to catch that bass was just insane. Let me know down in the comments down below what I did wrong with the fish trap. I think the hole was too big. I'm not too sure. Let me know. But I tried my absolute best to try and make a good fish trap, but we still didn't catch minnows. There was a ton of minnows around it, but none of them went in the trap, so that was kind of a bummer. We still managed to catch a bass, which was pretty good, but I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, thank you all for all the support that y'all have been giving me. The last video was insane and y'all enjoyed it, so thank you all for that. But with that being said, I'll catch y'all next time on JJ Fishes.